Hey guys, welcome back once again. This is Shrikant Rathod here. Today's topic is HCF and LCM. So let's see in detail. Highest common factor or greatest common divisors are the number which divides other number evenly. So let's take example. If I have a number 8, 18, 28. So these three numbers are divisible by which all the number, and what is the greatest number which can divide these three number at a time? That number is called the highest common factor. There are many ways to solve questions relating with this. So let's see. One way is what we say a factor tree method. Factor tree method. So how do we do? So we just need to write the prime factors of all the numbers here, and we have to choose the which are the numbers common in all these three. So what are the prime factors of 8? 8 can be written as 2 times 2 times 2, right? The prime factors of 8 are 2 times 2 times 2. And what are the prime factors of 18 now? 18 can be written as 2 times 3 times 3, because 2 times 9 gives you 18. Same, what are the prime factors of 28? 28 can be written as 2 times 2 times 7. So 4 times 7 gives you 28. Now what is the greatest common factor here? So HCF here, look at which is the number common in all. So that number should appear in all the way, right? That it may be repetitive, but it should appear. Now look at here, 3 twos are there. Here 3 twos are there. Here only 1 2, and here 2 twos are there. So which one you take it as a common? Because only which is the minimum, so which is the minimum number it's available in all the three. So on the 2 is appearing only once, so that is the minimum. Even though here are excess, you can't take them. So first I'll be taking here as 2. Check is there any number which is common in that. So here it is, next numbers are left here. There are no other number apart from 2 here, and there are 3's in this and 7. So they are completely different, they are not at all common in. So the highest common factor of 8, 18 and 28 is 2. This is how you calculate. So you just need to find a factor tree, find right in terms of their prime, and choose which are the number common. So if more than one number are common are there, then you have to multiply them, right? So let me show you the another way also. Let's take, I can also solve it in this way: 8, 18 and 28. While finding the highest common factor, so what we need to do is try to divide it by a, a prime numbers, or I can also say the numbers with which these all three can divisible by together. The better way is try to divide by the prime number. So as all the numbers here are even, so I'll be dividing it by 2. So when you divide 8 divided by 2, that gives you the result as 4. 18 divided by 2 gives a result as 9, and 28 divided by 2 gives a result as 14. Now you got the result. N numbers here are 4, 9 and 14. There is no number which can divide 4, 9 and 14 at a time, because 4 and 14 are the even, 9 is odd. So there is no particular number which can divide the 4, 9 and 14. Of course 1 is there, so 1 is always a HCF of the number which are not multiple. So in this case also say this is gonna be the highest common divisor of 8, 18 and 28. So I would prefer to go with this approach, because you can do it in a faster way, as a competitive exams are time based. So it's better to know you solve it as fast you can. All right, so let's take another example also. Let me erase this. Okay, example 2. Let's take, what is the HCF of 12, 28 and 36. As I told, to find the HCF, so I suggest go with the second approach which I shown. So just do 12, 28, 36. Try to divide this number by the smallest prime, as all the number are even. So let's divide it by 2. 12 divided by 2, that gives you the result as 6. So whatever the number we are writing here, these are the questions actually. 28 divided by 2, that gives you 14, and 36 divided by 2, that gives you 18. Now look, again 6, 14 and 18 are divisible by the same, like these all are even again, so they can be divisible by 2. Let's try. So 6 divided by 2, that gives you the result as 3. 14 divided by 2 gives you the result here as 7, and 18 divided by 2 gives the result here as 9. Now look, 3, 7 and 9 are not multiples of any number. So there is not a common number which can divide this 3, 7 and 9 at a time. So we stop here itself. Then the HCF we can find here as the multiplication of, that is 2 times 2. So the HCF of this number, that is 12, 28 and 36 is 4. This is how you find, right? Let's take another example. What is the HCF of 10, 80 and 120? Let's take. So to find the HCF, see, it's not necessary that always you have to divide by the prime number. I suggest you to divide by the prime number if you are not able to identify which is the common number which can divide them. So it's dividing by the prime number is the universal approach. So you'll be knowing what would be that number would. But if you already know like the number not apart from the prime number, so which are the other number can divide them, so you can directly do that, because 10, 80 and 120, these all the numbers are multiple of 10. Instead of dividing by 2 then by other number, I can also just divide this by 10 itself, because they are multiples of 10 and they are all divisible by 10. Not necessary that you have to do by prime only, right? So 10 divided by 10 gives quotient as 1. 80 divided by 10 is 8. 120 divided by 10, it's gonna be 12. Now look at 1, 8 and 12 are not multiple of 1, 8 and 12 are not a multiple of any other number. So the highest common factor here, it's gonna be 10. Let's suppose instead of 10, if I have a number something called, let's take 20. If I say what is the highest common factor of 20, 80 and let's take 120. I'm just making that 10 to 20 now. So when we do it, so it's possible like first you divide by 10, so you'll be getting it as 2, 8, 12. Now in this case 2, 8 and 12 are divisible by the number, a common number, that is 2. So then you can divide it like 2 divided by 2 is 1, 4 and 6. So now in this case your highest common factor, it's gonna be 10 times 2. 10 times 2, that's 20. This is how you calculate, right? So no matter how big the numbers are, so you have to do it in the same way. So remember one thing, those numbers should be divisible by a single or a common number at a time. So you can't say like, if at the end I can say all the numbers should be multiple of a particular number, then only you can do it, otherwise you can't, right? Okay, so let's move to the other type, that is the lowest common multiple, is also called a least common multiple. So what does it mean? So let me take an example better to explain. Let's take a 5 times table. So how do we write what is the 5 times table? If I say to write, then it's gonna be 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, and so on, right? So let's write a 6 times table as well. 6, 12, 18, 24, 30, 36, 42, and so on. Now if you look at this pattern, what you can observe here is there is a common number between 5 and 6, that is the common number which is appearing in the 5 times table and also in the 6 times table. So what that number is, that number here is 30, right? So 30 is appearing here and 30 is appearing here too. So that's we say the lowest common multiple of 5 and 6 is 30. It means the smallest common multiple. There are others are also. If 30 is there, then next would be 60, 90, 120, and so on. But we are looking the lowest, the smallest number which is a common for both 5 and 6 is 30. That is the definition. So but how do we solve when there is a questions relating with this? So you can't just remember all the tables and then keep writing and then take the common number. So there are approaches, many ways to solve this one, same like the highest common factor. We have to follow the same approach, and then there is a slight change with this. So what it is, let's see. If I tell you find LCM of 6, 15 and 18, example. To find the LCM of 6, 15 and 18, so one, you go with the factor tree method, that's like and find. So but this time there is a slight change. So when you are finding like the prime factorization of 6, that is going to be 3 and 2, right? When you are finding the prime factorization of 15, it's going to be 3 times 5. And when you are finding the prime factorization of 18, what are you gonna get? You're gonna get it like 2 times 3 times 3. Now, so to find the least common multiple here, what I need to do is, in the highest common factor, we were looking the common number in all, but for the least common multiple, it's not necessary that a number to be common. I will be looking a number which is appearing the most, or the number which is appearing the highest. So if I say here, in this 3 is appearing only once, so here is also 3 is appearing only once, and but in 18 3 appeared twice, right? So then I'll be taking here as which is the appearing you have to take the maximum number of times that which has been appeared. So here it has appeared twice, so I'll be taking it as it is 3 times 3, or I can say 3 square. Once we're done with the 3, look at 2 is appearing here, 2 is also appearing here, but it is not necessary that 2 should appear in all the numbers. So wherever it is appearing, and if it is appearing the greatest time, take the maximum. So here 2 is appearing only once in both, so I'll be taking here as 2. Now 5 is appearing only here, so there is no other number, right? So it's not appearing somewhere else apart from the 15, so you can take that 5 also. This is the only change. For the highest common factor, we will be taking only the common number, but here we will be taking all the numbers, but the way of selection here is we will be taking the number which are maximum time appearing, and whichever the number are not appearing in the common, you can also take them, right? So this is the least common multiple. So what you get, 3 times 3, it's gonna be 9, 9 times 2, it's gonna be 18, 18 times 5, it's gonna be 90. That is the lowest common multiple here is 90. So if you write the 6 times table, 15 time tables and 18 time tables like this, the smallest number which appears as a common in all these three, it's the 90, and this is how you calculate the least common multiple. This can also be done with the factor, so it will be done with the prime factorization approach which I told. So this I can also do in this way. Look, I can write the number here as 6, 15, 18. So do the same thing like the prime factorization. So divide it by 2 or 3, I would suggest you to go with the prime number and start with the smallest prime. Or if you think that 6, 15 and 18 all appear in 3 times table, so instead of dividing with the 2, you can go with 3, no matter. So it's at the end, so the result what you're gonna get will be the same. So let me just start with the 2. 6 divided by 2, it's gonna be 3. 15 is not divisible here, so one thing what I have to consider here is whichever the numbers are not divisible, keep them as it is. So as 15 is not divisible by 2, keep it 15 itself. So don't do it like 7.5 or something like that, okay? And 18 divided by 2 here is 9. So now look at these numbers can further divisible by 3. So what I do, 3 divided by 3, it's gonna be 1. So 15 divided by 3, it's gonna be 5. And 9 divided by 3, it's gonna be 3. Now, to find the least common multiple, what I need to do is I have to multiply all these number whichever has appeared here along with the number. So we have to stop continuation of this one if the last digits are different and if they are not multiple of each other. Instead of, let's say example, instead of 5, if I would have 6, then I would have further divided by 3, right? So because it would be common between, like, 6 and 3 are divisible by, or the multiple of, I can say, the number 3. So this is how. So as 1, 5 and 3 are like not multiple of any number apart from 1, so that leave them itself. Then to find the least common multiple, multiply all the number with which you have divided and also the multiply the number which has left here. So we can do it like 2 times 3. I'm multiplying 2 times 3 times 5 times 3. So what are you gonna get still? 2 times 3 is gonna be 6. 6 times 5 is gonna be 30. 30 times 3 it's gonna be 90. This is also the way. Okay, so you can do it either. So at the end you're gonna get the same answer, right? So let's take some other examples, right? Okay, so let's find the LCM of 24, 40 and 82. What is the LCM of 24, 40 and 82? So as all the numbers here are even, so I'll be doing 24, 40, 82. So let's divide by the 2. 24 divided by 2 gives you the result quotient as 12. That this gives you 20, isn't it? So 40 divided by 2, that gives you 20, and either that gives the result here as 41. Now as 12 and 20 and 41 we left, 12 and 20 are further divisible by 2. Whichever the number can divisible by, keep dividing. So 12 divided by 2 gives you 6. This is gonna be 10, and the 41 is not divisible by 2. Keep it as it is, 41. So still 6 and 10 are divisible by a common number, that is 2 again. So what I do, 6 divided by 2 it's gonna be 3. 10 divided by 2 it's gonna be 5, and 41. So now is there any common number which can divide 3, 5 and 41? No, because 3, 5 and 41, these are the prime numbers, isn't it? So if you are getting the end as a prime number, to stop your division, because prime number won't be divisible by others except 1 and themselves. So the least common multiple here is, as I told, we have to multiply all these numbers along with the whatever the numbers here, right? So I can do it like 2 times 2 times 2 times 3 times 5 times 41. So 2 times 2 times 2, 8 times 3, it's gonna be 24. 24 times 5, it's gonna be 120. So we can say it like 120 times 41. So what is the result of 120 times 41? So you'll be getting it as 4920. The least common multiple of 24, 40 and 82 is 4920. This is how we solve. Right, let's take another example. Find the LCM of 9, 21 and 45. So the same approach, 9, 21, 45. So as all the numbers are divisible by what? 3, because all are odd and they are multiples of 3. So I'll be dividing it by 3. 9 divided by 3 gives you the result here as 3. 21 gives you 7, and here what times give you 3 gives you 45, so I can say 15, right? So 3 and 15 can further divisible by 3, but 7 not. So whichever can divisible, divide them. Whichever you cannot, keep them as it is, right? So now 3, it can be further divisible by 1, 7 and 5. So now what is your least common multiple now? The least common multiple for this is multiply all these number here, that is 3 times 3 times, and here 7 times 5. So what I get? 3 times 3 times 7 times 5, it's gonna be 9. It's 9 times 35, so it's gonna be 315. The least common multiple of 9, 21 and 45 is 315, right? So this is how we solve. So sometime you may get a direct question to find the HCF or LCM in a competitive exams, but sometime these will be like they won't be asking you direct, but in there are certain operations or to solve some questions we need to find the least common multiple or highest common factor for the numbers. So example, if I tell you, when we do the addition of a fraction, so we have to make the common divisors, the divisors of that all the number which we are adding, those should be common. So that's we have to find the least common multiple of those denominators of the fractions. So this is how we use it, right? Okay, that's it for today. Thank you so much. We'll see you in new video. Thank you.